Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are creating a very small React project. We'll be creating light dark mode toggler with React. But before I show you the demo, if this is your first time right here, my name is Usman. I'm a self-taught web developer and I make tutorials about web development topics, about React, about Vue, about JavaScript, HTML, everything you need to know in order to become a front-end developer. So if this is something that really interests you, I recommend you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. Let's roll the demo right now. So here is what we have, guys. We have this very simple navbar right here and this tiny little switch component and this sweet image of the sun representing that we are on light mode. But if I click this, you see that it turns to dark mode and it looks very simple to achieve. And it is indeed simple, and I'm going to show you how to create this. Now let's open VS Code and start creating this little project from scratch. Alright, so I'm inside Visual Studio Code. I have created a brand new project using React and I have downloaded two images which will be in the description below the video. You will be able to download them, and right here I have converted the app.js into a arrow function, and we can basically start creating this by creating first a component right here which I'm gonna call navbar. So navbar with capital, so navbar.js, and we can say, as I have a shortcut RFCA, this is a very nice shortcut that you can install from the extensions right here. I recommend you that. And inside this navbar we will have a div with the class name of navbar, and this navbar will be with a div which will hold the heading. So I'm going to say h1 React dark mode toggler. Okay, React dark mode toggler, and I'm gonna create another div. And this div will be holding the switch component, which we will grab from React switch right here on this tab. So all you need to do is to type React switch on Google and this will pop up. It's the first link and you will be able to find it. Okay. And now we need to install it. So I'm going to quickly copy this right here and I'm going to go to VS Code and paste it on my terminal, and we will install this package. After that, as you can see here how it's used, we need to create a state and we need to have a change handler. So to do that, we will go inside app.js and we will first of all import useState. So useState from React. And as we do that, we will have const, let's say dark on. So dark on. So dark on and set dark on, and initially that will be equal to useState and that will be with the false value. After that, what we will do, we will work on the navbar. So the navbar, we can grab this switch. So I'm going to say import switch from here, and I'm going to paste it right here, and I'm going to also import my styling file, which is import from /app.css. So where is it? App.css. Okay. And I'm going to copy this right here, and I'm going to paste it inside this div, which I'm going to give a class name. So div with the class name of navbar toggle, and here we'll have a class name of navbar heading. Okay, and what else we need to do? We need to paste this right here, and as you can see, as I'm running my project on port 3000, we don't have currently anything inside the app, but you'll see that in a moment. So as you can see right here, this thing requires change handler and a checked value of a state. So we'll pass those as props to this component, and I'm going to show you how. So inside the app.js, first of all, we will import the navbar. So I'm going to say navbar, and it will auto import it for me. And I'm going to close this because I don't need it. I don't need it to be open. And here I'll create those handlers. So we can say const, let's say const on, let's say on dark mode change, and that will be equal to a function, and this function will accept a value right here. So value, and we're gonna set the state, so set dark on to be the value, okay? And after that, we will do the following. Right here, we will say navbar, and with the self-closing tag, and here we will have a div, and that div will be with the class name of container, and it will hold our element, okay? Now, if I save this, it will complain because we need to pass those props. And the way we do that, we can say navbar right here, and we can say, let's say we will give this prop name the same name as we have given here. I'm going to say on dark mode change to be equal to on dark mode change, and we will also pass the state. So I'm going to say dark on to be equal to dark on, just like that. And after that, what we need to do, we need to bring those, we need to import those, we need to extract those props. And the way we do that is by just opening a curly brackets right here. And we can say on dark mode change, we can just copy this. So we get this prop, and we also get the other prop, which is the state, and that is dark on. And I can copy that, and I can paste it right here. And after that, what we need to do, we need to provide those right here. So on change will be equal to the on dark mode change function, and checked will be equal to the dark on value. So dark on value, just like that. And now if I save this, you will see my component right here. But something is wrong, and let's see what. Because we haven't saved the app.js. And when I save this, it's compiling right now, and we can see that we have the switch right now, outputted. And we have some kind of labels here, and we have some extra props that we can use to remove that. So if you look at the documentation of this component, you will be able to see that here we have checked icon and unchecked icon, and by default those are true. So right here for the switch component, we can say checked icon. So checked icon, that will be equal to false. So I'm going to say false. And unchecked icon, so unchecked icon will be equal also to false. And after we save that, after we save this and we go back and we compile it, you will see that we no more have those signs inside the switch component. All right, this looks great for the moment. And if I console log this app.js, inside app.js, this value of, let's say, console log dark on, you will be able to see that we are actually changing the value. So I will save and open my inspect tools, and I'm gonna make this wider. So let's do that and go to the console, okay, and make this a little bit bigger. Let's see. So 100%. Okay, I think 100% is all right for you. So I'm gonna inspect again, and I'm gonna start toggling this. So you can see here that we initially have a value of true. No, actually we have touched it, but now if I refresh, it's false. And if I turn this, we see true, false, true, false, true, and false, which means that is working perfectly. And now, as we have this working, we can do the rest. So basically, let's say inside a container, we will import 2 images first. So I'm going to say import dark image from dot slash, and we have a moon PNG image right here. And then I will say import light image. So light image from, and we have a shape sun image. And right now inside the container, what we can do, we can say, we can open set of curly braces, and we can say if dark on is true, then we want to have an image. So image with the source of, and that will be the dark image. Okay, and for the alt, I will provide hash, and I'm gonna close that just like that, and I'm gonna copy this value, this thing right here, because else if we are on false, so semicolon, and paste this, we will have the light image, and I'm gonna replace this with the light image right here. Okay. And now, as you can see, we have a kind of symbol right here, which we don't need. I can save now, and you'll see the image popping up. And it's quite big. We don't see it. Let's see, where is it? Where is the image? Huh? Ah, I see why. Yeah, so here is the sun, and you don't see the moon because the moon is white and the background is white as well. But we will style this right now. So let's style everything and see how things will be. Inside the app.css, let's style the container. So I'm going to say container, and this container will have a width of 100%. Actually, yeah, 100%, and we'll give it a height of 90 VH just to take the page, and we'll say display to be flex and align items to be center and justify content to be center. And now if we see what's happening, it's too big, so let's make the image smaller. I'm going to say image width of 300 pixels and height of 300 pixels, and if I save, we will be able to see the sun smaller, and it's smaller indeed. Okay, let's continue. So we have the navbar and the navbar, and we have also navbar, if I'm not mistaken, navbar toggle and navbar heading. Okay, so navbar will be with width of 100% again, and it will have a height, so height of 10 VH. Let's say we have a background color of beige or some else. You can do whatever color you would like, and you can say display to be flex, flex direction to be row, and align items to be center, and justify content space between. Okay, and if I save now, you will see that the switch will move here. But if we increase the size of this, we can see that we have a we don't have any space between the edges of that. So to fix this, we can just provide some margins. So I'm going to say navbar toggle and navbar heading. For the styling, navbar heading. And I'm going to say for the navbar heading, margin left of 10 pixels. And for the navbar toggle, margin right of 10 pixels. Just like that. And when I save, you will see that they will have some spaces between the edges, and they have. And we have the sun, but we don't see the moon. So let's work on that. What else we need to do? We need to say for this container, let's give that the transition. So transition will be all 0.3 seconds is, let's say, and inside the app.js, when we are changing the value of dark on, we will do the following. So this container will have an inline style. So I'm going to say style, and here we can say background color to be equal to. So if it's dark on, so dark on is true, okay, it will be black. So I'm going to say hash. Hold on, let me make this bigger, and let me bring this to you, make it bigger as well, and I will try to transition between the browser and VS Code. So here I'm say dark, but else it will be white, just like that. And if we save now and we come back, we will see that we are actually changing the background image. We are changing the background color, and we see the transitioning between the two states. Okay, so as simple as this. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe, recommend to a friend, and become a React developer quickly, because it's the future. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I see you again in the next videos.